Love is blind.
Love is friggin' blind.
Yeah, to get contacts, bitch. Oh, yeah, shove it in me, old girl. Otherwise, the pirate all of a sudden.
You are Dyson.
I am. Oh my god. Woo. Cyclone. Cha cha, real smooth. Tick, 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 tick.
Turn it up.
Or put laxatives in it, and then they'll never want it again.
Yes, do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Poopy goopy.
And I'm not saying you need to have a hoe phase. I'm also saying don't not have a hoe phase.
I wish I had a hoe phase. Hello, go look at my boobs.
You're through to 1-800-DRAMA, the show where you share your biggest dilemmas and I help you navigate them. I'm Shaaba, and with your help,
and sometimes mine,
let's help people figure out if they are the drama, because sometimes you just need an outside perspective and we can all expand our own mindsets along the way. Are you ready to dive deep into the a-holes? Let's go. Hi Peaches, it's Shaaba. Welcome back to another episode and thank you for clicking on this video. Look who I am with me today.
I'm going home. You ruined it to begin with.
Confession, we've already filmed this intro, but somehow it didn't record.
I mean, it was only the intro at least. It wasn't like we filmed half an hour.
Yeah, no, it's literally just us saying hello. We didn't even get to red flag, green flag.
No.
It's cursed.
Cursed.
You're
How's
cursed.
it cursed? I cursed
How
you
dare
with
you.
cursed you. Hello. I'm back to ruin your
This
day.
is Rolly. Rolly's
Bonjour.
wonderful. We've just filmed a video over on your channel
Yep. Insane parents.
where I think we overshared a little much.
Not overshowing for my channel.
But it was fun. It was fun. You should totally go check it out. It's probably already live.
Oh, yes, it will be, yes.
Okay, you ready? Red flag, green flag.
Okay.
Rolly. And this one is from Kino Libby. Thank you so much for submitting. Still being on, we're going to dead name it, Twitter.
Twitter.
You've been on Twitter for a while recently, right?
Yeah, I've been off. So essentially my phone kicked me off because I got a new phone that I couldn't sign back in, which made me like delete it off my computer and everything as well. It's been about 2 months now since I've not used Twitter.
Do you feel a big loss in your life?
It was an amazing thing to happen. Because I was thinking to myself, first of all, am I actually getting views from it, really, posting my videos there? But also, like, everything is just like death, murder, awful people being awful, racism, homophobia, transphobia.
Yeah.
When I see people still using it, I do kind of, a little bit, part of me goes, why?
Why subject yourself to that sadness? I think
Yeah.
sometimes it can just be a routine, right? Or
Yeah.
like just part of what you're used to. But I think if you like being on Twitter, that's a red flag.
Yeah. I think for me, it depends on what you're using it for. If it's just like a habit that you've got, I don't think it's necessarily a red flag because like we all have some kind of phone addiction or app addiction or something at this
Yes.
point. So I can understand that. But if you're actually like, I love Twitter, I'm like,
Yeah, we were talking about this recently about addiction because I've just downloaded this thing called, I've been on it for a couple months now, Opal, and it's been really helpful. Jamie calls it my pump and dump.
oh dear.
I'll like go online, post something because I'm only allowed on at like 10-minute bursts at a time, basically because like it's the app that stops you from accessing the other apps. And so I'll just like be quickly posting then. I don't have time to kind of scroll.
Yeah.
But then when I want to scroll, which I do often, but it's because I want to, like I'm intentionally spending time on it.
Yeah, not just because, sort of
Yeah, not because I'm
mindlessly.
stuck and I'm like 2 hours later, like I still haven't filmed my video. Or, yeah.
So I think it depends on why you're using it. If it's a habit, no. But if you're actively going, I just love being on Twitter, I'm like, well, you seem to love watching people get murdered and homophobia and
Or just like
transphobia.
hatred. I feel like
Yeah.
you're just stewing in a big old bath of MAGA sadness.
Well, I've started to notice that threads are going that way now. The last
Really?
couple of weeks, I've started to see some stuff I would normally see on Twitter. And I'm like, oh, is it getting big enough that now they're becoming over here too?
There's one problem with this though. Like the one green flag that I still maintain about just social media platforms and like that role that they play. Ever since I've been using Opal and intentionally spending a lot less time on socials, I don't know what's going on in the world. The amount of times that you've been like, have you heard that Trump's done this? Have you heard like America, blah, blah, and I'm like, no. Because I don't use news sources because they're just so capitalistic, bullshitty, like they're just there for their interest. It's
Yeah.
not true. Social media was a place that I could actually see both sides of things.
Well, I see mine on like YouTube because I subscribe to a lot of like commentary kind of channels who talk about modern news
Mine's
stuff.
mostly music on
Yeah.
YouTube. Yes, that's really interesting. So I've kind of like cut myself off from that, and I know it is my job to be fully informed too. So we'll see how that
But
goes.
within what? I think the whole thing about you have to be fully informed. Like, but I'm also a human who has like a brain who doesn't want to be like traumatized by seeing all the stuff all the time.
Yes, there's a good balance of touching grass, but I still want to know like when Charlie Kirk's died.
We need you in the basement.
Are you ready to go fishing for drama?
Assholes.
Let's go. Ooh, drama.
Am I the drama for being frank with my friend about her red flag boyfriend?
Oh, we just talked
Jealousy.
about red flags. So
Yeah,
we'll
we did,
see.
yeah.
My friend Sam, a 23-year-old woman, was a nubsub.
Nope, sub.
What the f*** is a nubsub?
I don't know.
No boyfriend since birth.
What a stupid term.
Who came up with
I
that?
don't know. It's probably some like, I don't know.
That feels like gold star gay, but like since birth, that's the whole thing we were just talking about in your
It's like,
video.
why are we talking about kids? Like, of course, like, what?
Oh, Oh, my friend Sam, another subber before this whole thing. We were college friends along with 5 other girls. When we graduated college and went our separate ways, we still communicated via Twitter and arranged meetups and trips. Last April, we went to a resort for a swimming trip. Is that a thing?
Maybe
I guess like water parks.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Water
like,
sports.
do you really go to a holiday to swim?
I guess maybe if you go like fun.
Like to a lake?
Centre Parks is like a fun swimming pool, like lazy lakes and rivers. Because if I was to do that, it'd have to be like a fantasy one with like slides and stuff and all that shit.
We're always too poor for centre parks. I did like Butlins and it was just like the arcades and...
Butlins have a huge like water park though.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they actually?
Yeah. I mean, at Butlins Minehead, where I grew up, it was like we had like water slides and everything. We go to Butlins a few times.
Awesome. Talking to my parents today.
You were just like, calm.
we were just with the mascot things and the kids clubs and the arcades and stuff.
Oh. Did you go on the fun fair? Did you go to the fun fairs?
Yeah. But not a pool.
There's different Butlins. Maybe they didn't have pools the one that you went to.
Maybe. Anyway, went for a swimming trip. While we were hanging out and just catching each other up on what's been happening with our lives, Sam confessed that she's been crushing on a co-worker who's 29 and a man. 23, 29, yeah, sure, whatever. At first, we were thrilled because it's the first time for her having a crush on a real guy. That makes it sound like she...
real guy?
Yeah, crushes on like fantasy, you know, like Bridgerton people and stuff.
AI creations.
Could you imagine? Minus the fictional characters, of course. Oh, like legit. Like seriously. Well, okay then. However, she told us that the guy likes another girl, which turned out to be one of her close friends at work. My excitement turned to annoyance when she said she's confused of his actions. According to her, he acts very sweet, gives her gifts, coffee in the morning, having conversation that lasts till 3 a.m. Oh, that is quite relationship-y.
3 a.m, yeah, I wouldn't do that for many people.
Yeah, when you say like coffee in the morning, having convos, I'm like, well, yeah, that's just what you do when you're a person. Like, why do you need to make this relationship?
Don't speak to me!
But giving multiple gifts and then speaking till 3 a.m.
I don't know, unless you're like playing a video game or something, that's like you stay together, but like, actually just like a one-to-one conversation on the phone is definitely more. For 3 a.m?
Yes.
I'm going to bed, sis. I've got things to do.
In short, he's been giving her mixed signals. And what got me mad was his message to her just that morning saying, oh, you're on a trip. Did I give you permission to go?
Oh!
Gross. Even if you were in a relationship, that would not be okay.
Yeah.
That's a red flag. I asked her what the relationship was, and she answered friends. Sure, because friends have to ask permission to go play. Rolly, please may I go and shit?
Yes, actually, because I don't like that kind of stuff. Go away, beast.
It's weird. It's weird. At that moment, I told her to cut ties with him because he's obviously a red flag.
Yeah.
As you should.
He's a red gazebo tent.
I'm on your side. She agreed that his actions were a red flag and said that she would distance herself. Now to the good part.
There's a good part?
Let's skip to the good bit. Ooh. 2 months ago, she told us via the group chat that she's in a relationship.
She's in a relationship.
Sam says to the group chat she's in a relationship.
Okay.
Obviously, we're so happy for her. We congratulate her and ask her for details on the boyfriend. It's him. Mm-hmm. It's going to be him. She kept being cryptic and gave us obvious description like he has 2 eyes, one nose, avoiding the question of who he is.
You're 23, for God's sake.
I then had this bad feeling that the boyfriend might possibly be the red flag co-worker, and I was right. I asked if I could call her because I wanted to ask what had changed, and I wanted to know if he had changed. Sis, people like this don't change.
29, they're past that era of like being able to not say be molded, but like when you're younger you can like learn things, but when you're at that 29 you are who you are.
Do you know, I used to hear this all of the time, and I would talk about this a lot online because it's actually kind of how this podcast started, when I was like, I'm struggling to understand my feelings with things and I want to be able to overcome and grow my mindset, right?
Yeah.
There would be a bunch of comments from people being like, I'm toxic. I have these narcissistic traits that just go beyond narcissistic to like where you are an actually like toxic narcissist. And they'd be like, and it's really rude of you to say that this is a problem. This is just who I am. Like, it's part of me. And I would actually censor myself on the channel for being like, oh yeah, I don't want to upset the narcissist.
Shooby and Booby, we are not doing that.
So dumb.
I just want to upset the narcissist. What the... Oh my
from
God.
a position of a lot of abuse, right? I think it's like a common mindset. I'm calling myself out on it. But like now I'm just like, no, I don't agree. People who are like this do not change.
No.
Actually, like 99% of the time, and this is like statistically backed up as well, not 99%, I'm saying most of the time, they can acknowledge that that is who they are, but they do not grow. They do not change. And it's very sad.
Now this makes more sense as well. He would have tried to get someone who's younger, who's less experienced in life, and relationships and
Having
dating.
not had a relationship before. before.
No boyfriend since birth.
Being a nubba
Being a nubba. You know, it would have been preyed upon. He would have known that and been like, look, I can mould this woman. I can make her, you know, do what I want.
You know, only straight people would say things like nubba subba. And these are the kinds of people that are like, oh, the LGBTQ plus people are alphabeti mafia.
Yeah, alphabeti spaghetti.
Alphabeti spaghetti. It's the most ridiculous thing. Trish, 23-year-old woman, one of our close friends, set up a time for all of us to be on a call. Okay. An intervention.
Come on, Trish.
Moment. I see you. I respect it. In the call, she said that the guy only told her that he likes their other friend because he wanted her to be jealous. I mean, to be fair, that in itself is not a problem. I used to do that.
And here we have a full circle moment where the arsehole becomes the arsehole.
Am I the narcissist?
I want to see A again. Am I the narcissist? Am I the narcissist for making people jealous?
No, I think that's like a typical thing that teens do, not 30-year-olds.
Oh no, it's a teenager. No, this is definitely a teenager thing. Like we all distribute each other that was younger.
It feels very
absolutely.
playground.
Yeah, if you said
it?
I did that last week, I'd be like, Jamie, divorce.
I calmed myself down because she was still telling the story. She also said that the reason why they got together was because she asked him what his intentions were and what his actions meant. He said he likes her, not their other friend. He liked their other friend before, but now likes her. Just this information is enough for me to know that he's using her.
Yeah, it's like ping pong of emotion. Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't say that this is like abusive though. This isn't like, you know, because we were talking about like toxic and us.
No, it's not that far. I feel like this could go into it.
Absolutely.
If you were with the person, it would then develop into that. This just feels like just a douchey man just
like
trying to be a bit manipulative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what do they say? I don't want no... This feels like a scrub. This is a scrub move. We don't like this. I asked her if he apologised to her for manipulating her into thinking that he liked their other friend just to make her jealous. She didn't answer. I told her that what he did was so wrong in every sense of the word. I also said that this is how he's going to get girls' attention. That's up. I told her that I won't tell her to break up with him, but I need her to understand that what he did was wrong and that he didn't apologise for it. And after that, she's now not talking to me. So am I the drama for being frank with my friend about her red flag boyfriend?
I think what we're not really discussing here is the fact that she has been no boyfriend since birth. But to be a 23-year-old, I'd had a couple relationships in that time, in my teenage years, and like you learn things from that. I remember the first time that I'd properly been with someone. I was in love. It was, oh my God, love at first sight. You couldn't tell me anything different. And that's the things I learned when I was a teenager, that like teenage love isn't real love in a way. It's teenage love. It's like, I feel like she's looking past quite obvious problems because she's never had a partner before.
She doesn't know better.
And she doesn't get it.
You're right, you know, having these relationship faux pas and seeing the red flags from your exes is very thank you next. It's important because then I'm like, oh, I know what I don't want. It's like what's the opposite of a menu? Do you know what I mean? It feels like
opposite of a menu.
It feels like an anti-menu. So like you, do you know what I mean? Like on a menu, you're like, I would like this, this, and this.
You mean the list?
Yes, the list.
The village list.
Where you see and you symptom and you're like, you got this now.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I think she just unfortunately hasn't had the opportunity to learn what she wants in relationships. The problem again, and I do feel like he's definitely preyed upon her because he would have known this. Because I'm absolutely sure she would have been like, I've never had a boyfriend before. And I'm sure he'd have been like, oh yeah, Mavis, you're mine now, girl. But yeah, I don't think you're an arsehole.
Complete little badge up like
Not
this.
the drama, girls.
I don't think the drama at all.
But unfortunately to her, you will absolutely be that because she doesn't know any better at the moment.
I do think it would have been the drama though if they were like, yes, you absolutely must break up with this person. That's what I think, where you're like not staying in your lane. But if as a friend you're like, you do what you want, but I'm telling you that this is a massive red flag and I don't think you should be in this relationship. It sounds like there's not much of a difference, but there is a huge difference, and allowing someone to see that so they can make their own choice based on what is protecting them is very important. I would do exactly what you've done. Honestly, I don't think I'd do anything different.
No, I think it's difficult, when you deal with people who are a lot younger and haven't, experienced things. Like, unfortunately, some people only learn when I'm not saying they have to get hurt to learn, but heartbreak makes you grow sometimes. And
what doesn't kill you
makes you dead. It's a beautiful new song. But like, one of my first boyfriends, not like this, but I had a similar situation where he like used me for things back in my early youth days, and he clearly just wants to be seen. Isn't that crazy? But like, I was really besotted with him. But because of that, I then noticed it in someone else later down the line. Although it wasn't very nice. You do learn from these experiences.
You get a dick doll.
And she will only learn when something happens in this relationship, because clearly it's going to be doomed from the start.
And I'm not saying you need to have a hoe phase. I'm also saying don't not have a hoe phase.
I wish I had a hoe phase. I'm sad when I was a twink that I didn't capitalise on it more.
I wish I'd played the field a bit more too.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying, like, these nubba-subbas can't work.
Nubba-subbas!
I get it, but when your loved ones, when your friends are saying this is not okay, think about why. Clearly they love you. They want to see you happy. If they're not happy with something, obviously she's
They're obviously jealous and just wants attention.
Right? Love is blind.
Love is blind.
Love is friggin' blind.
Yeah, to get contacts, bitch.
Bury this. What is nubbasubba?
Oh!
And because non-binary, I assume.
No babies since binary.
Honestly, just explained the alphabet soup.
Yeah.
No one is expected to be au fait with all these terms. I also didn't know what nubbasubba was, but actually don't blame the LGBT mafia for this.
Yeah, it's not our fault.
That's a straight thing through and through.
Nubba subba. Not the drama, but do your best to stay in her life. If he tries to isolate her,
yeah.
she's defensiveless. It's her first boyfriend. See, it's her first boyfriend.
Yeah, it's horrible though, because that's so true. Like, especially if he is a toxic asshole, like he would relish and like he'd just find that so delicious that she's not speaking with you, and it's so hard to be in that position as a friend.
Where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line? When you know the answer to that question, let me know.
This is the thing, because it's like, I actually do agree, like, stay with them, but there also has to be a limit where you go, this is destroying, also this is making it really difficult for me to just live my life as
like
well.
it affects your mental health, because you don't want to see a loved one hurt.
And also, like, you can only tell someone so many times before you get a bit sick of it. You're like, I can't do this anymore because you're just not listening to me.
My point also for them is, and I think about this quite often with certain people,
Me.
like, I get the need to be close, but at what point does that become enabling?
Enabling, yeah, absolutely.
You know, where you're then like, by not punishing you, by showing you it's not okay, am I making it seem like it's okay because I'm sticking around?
Unfortunately, everyone's got the different limits. This is definitely one of those times where, like, the person themselves, not the John whatever, but, like, the situation deserves a rotten brownie. Like, the whole situation itself deserves a rotten brownie.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you. That was a great use of it. Well done.
Yeah.
I would love to know, though, if you know where that line is, because honestly, you know, how long have I been doing this podcast? There are so many grey areas that I explore. This is one that comes up time and time again that I really wish I knew an answer to.
Because it goes the same with, like, parental figures, or, like,
whoever it might be.
Yeah, like, brothers, sisters. Like, I've cut many of my family members off because, obviously not this same situation, but similar things where I just had my limit where I was like, I have been trying with you for years and years and years.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Where does that spectrum go from protecting your own mental health to not isolating someone else who's in a tricky situation to not enabling to doing what's right and living your true authentic self? Anyone who knows me knows that I don't bullshit. If you piss me off, I'm going to tell you that you piss me off, and I think that's the right way to be.
So let's go drink the Kool-Aid
and be never subbers together. You're definitely not the asshole. Thing is though, when a friend is in a relationship like this, it's really hard to stand by and watch what's happening whilst they're blind to it, because they're in the middle of it, not looking from the outside in. They won't hear your concerns clearly, but they will hear it as judgment, and that's a difficult position you're in as a friend. The only thing you can do sometimes is to be there on the sidelines, not press the issue, but make sure that your door is always open. That's how you maintain a sense of trust that she'll need when the time comes. She needs to know that you won't judge her for falling in love with this asshole. I don't know if I agree with that last point.
Again, I half agree. I think it unfortunately depends on what they're doing. Like, if your boyfriend was doing something really horrific, and again, it was like maybe he was like saying awful things about you as well, then you'd be like, well, if you're the partner of this person and then your boyfriend's calling me scum, all these things, you were like, well, you're enabling that behaviour. If I was with a partner and he was suddenly be like, oh, that Shaaba woman, she's such a bitch, I'd be like, excuse me.
She is.
Behind closed doors, I'm like, I know. And she heard it. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'd be like, no, actually, you can't say that. So I guess it depends on what happens on
You're right, and how much you interject during. And also, from what you see and what you know, often if you see something, there's so much more happening that you don't know.
Yeah.
That's like a really important point that I often forget. I was talking about this to a friend recently. They were also saying about this point, and I don't know if it's useful for anyone who might be in that situation of being like the stuck friend. You can't apply rational thinking, which is what we're doing, to an irrational situation. When they're being so irrational about it, it's almost like dealing with an addict, whether that be like a sex addict, like a substance addict. It's so hard, because the best way to be a friend in those situations is to, unfortunately, sometimes watch the hurt happen, but make sure that you're there to pick up the pieces. I've never thought about it before in that sense of like addiction, that someone could be just like so love drunk that they're addicted to a situation that's toxic for them. And it's easier, I think, when it's so obviously toxic. Like, if someone is physically abusing you, if they're cheating on you, you can be like, bitch, this is not okay, you have to leave.
Absolutely.
But when it's things like this, where it can be a little bit grey, it makes it just that little bit harder to try and convince someone that they're worth respect and just so much more.
Well, I think as well, because you also don't want to be like, I'm waiting for you to be physical in the end. But like, it's one of those things, until that happens, it's a lot harder to then explain to someone why like something would be bad.
And they'll be like, oh, but you're not there. You only see the bad side. But like, there's good too, I swear.
When you're counting the days and how many good days they've been, then you know you should leave.
Truth. The Darjeeling.
The Darjeeling. The scalding hot Assam.
Am I the drama rolly for telling my friend that his invention doesn't count?
Oh, God. I invented the light bulb. No, you didn't, Cecil.
My head just went to, like, sex bot. I don't know why.
Sex bot?
I've spent too long on Reddit, clearly.
Sushi? My friend and I like to go out for sushi. On more than one occasion, he claimed to have invented a new sushi roll.
Oh, that is so shit.
Sake.
In my mind, I had, like, this, like, big, extravagant robot. No, it's a
comes
sushi
in,
roll.
like, makes it for you. hello, feeds you, wipes you. Right. What does he mean when he says he invented it? He came up with a list of ingredients he likes and told the chef to make it for him.
Oh, bougie restaurant.
Was he joking around? No, he definitely spoke like he was proud of himself for inventing it. He even gave the sushi roll a name, Fisherman's Delight. There's like even fish and chip shops that are even called Fisherman's Delight.
I'm sure you want a fisherman's delight.
Oh, yeah, shove it in me, old girl. Otherwise, a pirate all of a sudden. I told him, you can call it an invention if you want, but that would make anyone who has ever made a custom order using the Taco Bell app just as much of an inventor.
It's true. Every time you customize a Domino's pizza.
I'm going to have McDonald's have put extra gherkins. Oh, I made the gherkin surprise.
You are Dyson.
I am, oh my God. Woo. Cyclone. Sorry,
Rolly Roomba.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm stuck, help me. That made him upset and he thinks everyone will clearly see that I am an a-hole. The guy's almost 40.
Oh my God. Actually expecting this to be like teens.
I would expect a 12-year-old to say this and his parents would be like, sure, buddy, congratulations on your invention. Oh my God.
Okay, do you know what I have a problem with though? Like, okay, yes, this is stupid and he's old enough to know better. But I'm also like, mate, there are real problems in the world. If this guy wants to call himself the inventor of the Fisherman's Delight, what's the harm?
Okay, but where does it snowball down? He's like, oh,
You're right.
I wiped myself from left to right. I have made a new cleaning method. To me, this just sounds like wacky straight person who's like, I'm not creative.
Fisherman's
I agree with what you say. It's really not a big deal. But then, if it's not a big deal, just saying like, you didn't invent that, you silly bitch.
Is also
like, again, it's also
fine.
not a big deal.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's...
Well, especially if he's being serious about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, oh yes, I invented the abomination pizza.
Yeah.
You know, like you can do that with friends who judge you for putting pineapple on your pizza.
Me and Luxeri say we made the gout martini, and it was our version of the porn star martini.
What is it in a gout martini?
Just everything but like times by 5. I don't like sushi, but this is my story. Yeah.
You don't like sushi?
No, I mean, the thing is, I'm sure there would be ones that I enjoy.
Yeah,
It's
but
just,
you haven't tried
I
it.
just don't like the fish variants of them, so I'm
Yeah.
sure there's ones that I can like.
We'll eat sushi relatively often, but we'll often eat vegan or veggie sushi.
Okay, and
Jamie in particular.
have
being
you
an
tried the
avid
Fisherman's Delight?
Yes, and it's delightful. I invented it.
Did you?
It's mine, really. Yeah.
Do the voice.
Oh, stick it in my hole. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, it was delicious. Yeah, I'm wet. This whole thing is just stupid. Both of you need to grow up. Like, to actually,
Yes,
to be fair,
yes.
the fact that you
Everybody
have gone on
sucks
to
here.
everybody sucks. The fact that you can't see the trivialness of this, that you needed to post on Am I the A-hole,
I think
you're
that's my
also a
problem with
twat.
it. And also because like we were talking about this just earlier, if someone as an adult likes Disney, like allow yourself to have some fun.
Yeah.
To be able to be like, no, how dare you say that? That's only things that kids do. Kids are allowed to say that they've made things up. You're not allowed to be proud of something new that you found. Like, just have some fun.
It happens a lot with
babe.
adults taking the piss out of other adults being like, oh, they like Pokemon cards, so juvenile, grow up. And like, just because you're jealous, just because you've
Just because
lost...
you're repressed.
Yeah, you've lost the feeling of like joy because you've learned too much shame. I think learning shame
wrote
in
a song
life...
about it.
Exactly. Yeah. I think learning shame is actually like good to a certain degree because you don't want to be out on the street being like, hello, go look at my boobs. Like, yes, of course.
What do you mean? I do that all the time.
Well, yeah, but that's because you escaped the mental home. And like, it's okay to do like to learn shame to not do that.
Yes.
But like
Yes.
to the stage where you're too scared to literally just like enjoy
You're
Disney.
so right.
Or,
There
like,
is a balance. I do feel bad for a lot of like the people who've grown up now in like TikTok generation. I don't know if this is like a hot take. There's confidence, and then there's like ridiculous thirst trap level confidence, where you see these teens who are way too young to be using socials, doing things like, oh yeah, baby. Sometimes I feel like a little bit of shame is good. When you're only validated by yes men on the internet, this is also a problem. And I feel bad for when these people are inevitably going to grow up and have to have jobs in offices.
So my biggest thing is, so there's a huge wave of like, obviously because of COVID happened, the scamdemic, and because of like OF becoming such a huge thing in that time because people were trying to make money and stuff, there's been a huge wave now of younger creators who are doing quite full-on actualization things in public. Like I had one on my channel a little while ago, and this girl was like literally in the middle of like a Lego store with children all around her doing like suggestive dances with Lego, like filming everyone around her. I was like, this isn't okay. This has gone too far. Like I have no problem with OF and people doing it. She'll do what you want, but like it's this level of confidence. What you say, the confidence of like being so okay with just being so
Sometimes a
sexualized.
little bit of shame, isn't
Yeah.
it? And it's not even just in a sexual way. Like I think about like dances. I love watching dance videos on TikTok. I love the fact that like people of all ages are like, you know, like, do your thing, be happy. I love that. But when you're doing it in the middle of a bus, stopping someone from coming off their seat, or like you're doing it in such an obnoxious, entitled way,
Yeah.
like just be aware. I don't know if shame is the right word for it, but like
Just
I
don't be a Essentially, stop it.
I'm just going to say balance is a good word.
No,
that's
no
coming through in
balance.
the
If you don't
video,
get any balance,
you know?
just off. Those are the kind of people that really piss me off. You're not doing the TikTok dance. You're doing it
You're not
for
doing
the
it for
reaction.
fun. You're doing it to clickbait, to view bait, to
you're not doing it
shock value.
because you want to show everyone you can do the cha-cha slide. I don't know.
Charlie Brown.
You can tell I'm from the millennial culture back in the day. Cha-cha, real smooth. Tick, 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 tick.
Turn it up.
Go.
We were playing Beat Saber with Rolly the other day. Was it Toxic? And you just kept making like every lyric gaping. I peed myself, love it. It was so
That is
funny.
disgusting. I would never do such perverse things.
You're right, sorry, it was me.
It was you, yeah, and then you
was me.
pissed yourself.
Yeah, so everybody sucks here.
Everybody sucks. You'll grow up.
Grow up and have some fun, which
Fisherman's
feels
special.
like contradictory advice, but I agree, like, let the dude do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
But also, if you're being a dick about it and you're being super obnoxious, knock it down.
Ordered a custom sushi roll, you mean?
Not
Absolutely.
invented,
No,
ordered.
Ordered, yes.
Custom orders aren't new creations, yeah. I mean, tell that to every Domino's orderer.
Tell that to God.
I have a go-to Domino's order that I'm really happy with.
Oh, and what's that called? The Supreme.
The Shaaba's face full of meat.
Oh, she is such a dirty slag.
Yeah. I love pineapple on the pizza too, so I'll always do it. I'm going to get so much shit for this.
Don't tell me about anchovies on it.
Oh no. Oh, no. We're not that level of fisherman's delight. No, I like a pizza where it's like the base is just a carrier for the toppings. Some people are like, no, you can't have too many toppings. I'm like, no, top me up, baby.
I know I like lots of things on mine.
Exactly, and I
Yeah.
always have question because sometimes I'll put so much on. Have you seen those TikToks where like the pizza man just delivers a margarita and they're like, I'm doing this for your own good?
I've never
like,
seen that, and I would absolutely complain about it.
Right?
You're not my therapist!
No, I'm like, it's an anxious experience in ordering pizza because I'm like, oh my god, are they going to not put pineapple on and be like, I know better than you?
I love those pranks of the people being like, Mum, go to the door and get Domino, hoo hoo, and they'll get free pizza.
Domino, whoop whoop. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Is it? No.
So that's the kind of pranks I like. That's silly.
It's awesome, it's so funny, I love it.
You are the drama. Why do you feel the need to correct him or stomp on something that makes him happy? You seem like the most childish than him because it bothers you so much. No, I'm sorry. That's team too far.
No, but I do agree with that to an extent because that's my part of their everybody sucks here. Like,
No, that's
let
what I
people
say.
have
But
their
like to
fun.
say that, why would you like?
Right, yeah,
Why
but
would
to
you
call him the
stomp
problem.
on something that makes him happy? Like, grow up.
Gatekeeping like this is a waste of energy. Why does it matter so much to you? You're the drama. That's the you're
Yeah,
the drama.
that's the
That's
thing,
the energy we
absolutely.
need to bring to the table.
But to be like, you stomped on things. Stop. I'm going to say everyone is the a-hole. The drama. You both sound pretty excruciating.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
This
It's
is
just-
the thing.
it's
They're
brain
both is bad.
draining.
This whole thing about you crushing his dreams. Sorry. I agree that your friend didn't invent anything. Your Taco Bell analogy holds. That said,
But this is an argument. Yeesh.
This is what I mean.
Yeesh is a great word.
Yeesh.
We need to bring yeesh back. You're the drama. Whimsy is good for the soul, Mr. Burns.
Ooh, whimsical.
They knew you were coming. That's why they said a Simpsons reference.
I don't think we're going to find out what the Fisherman's Delight is.
No.
No.
Yeah. We'll forever be in Fisherman's Purgatory.
Fisherman's Delight Purgatory, yeah.
Sushi Purgatory. Sounds like a good place to be fair.
It does, yeah. Oh, well, maybe mine would be pizza.
You haven't tried sushi yet. We're going to have to do this.
Okay.
Okay, we're going after.
Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop. R2D2. Am I the drama for not
Yes.
wanting to be... oh, thank you, yes. Oh, yeah. Am I the drama for not wanting to be filmed or photographed at the gym by the owner?
Oh, no.
That's an... I'm used to
That's
seeing
a
like gym
red
bros
flag.
take things, but the owner?
I, a 57-year-old man. Oh, don't know why I assumed it would be a woman.
Oh, sexist pig.
Yeah, very much. Joined a gym 3 months ago after years of mental health issues, and it's been life-changing for me. You're laughing at me being a sexist pig, right? Not this guy, because that's...
No.
I just wanted to confirm we could still be friends. Haha, mental health. It's part of a franchise operation, and it is not cheap, but it is very good and is aimed at people of my age. I love the idea of that, like a little old gym. Doesn't that sound really cute?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because like
anything
I'm
to
not
make
gonna
people
lie,
more comfortable.
that testosterone pit area with all the chads and their weights, like I mean, I know you work out a lot, but you don't give
Yeah, but
off
I'm not a
that
roid
energy.
head.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's intimidating. So I get it. If I was a little curly grandma, I'd want to go to a grandma gym too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, part of my issue stems from having a stalker in the family who's been making my life truly miserable for years, and Facebook is one of their favourite sources of information. I have to have an account on there to manage a business page, but I don't post anything personal anymore, and I have my security settings as tight as they will go. I'm so sorry, babe. That absolutely has like long-lasting echoing effect.
Yeah.
I mean, you would know.
Both of us, yeah.
The problem for me is that the franchise owner is very big on taking photos and making videos, to promote the gym on Facebook. Interesting. That's not the direction I thought it was going down.
No.
But it's still problematic in my opinion.
No,
Okay.
I agree, yeah.
But he will do this without any prior warning or consent. Although it might be in the T&Cs that I signed that I've consented, I'm not sure. What do we think about that? I think it's not fully informed consent if you don't know.
I don't think gyms and things should be put in terms and conditions that like you will be filmed if you're in here. Other than
So when
like
it's small,
CCTV stuff or like.
if you don't know, is it really consent?
Yeah.
But come on, we're beyond that. in
Like
this day and age.
realistically, I think we should just. It might be easy. Let's be honest. No one reads these. Like the terms and conditions were like 50 pages. If the terms and conditions literally said right at the start, there was one page that just said, "This is what you do. Come in. No being a twat. You will be filmed." But like it's very different. But the fact that like they use legal jargon,
I honestly
50 pages.
don't understand how that's like still allowed. Because even like I talk about Surfshark a lot. I use Surfshark every day. This is not a spawned ad. I'm just saying like I have the cookie blocker on. So the amount of times I don't even see that accept decline thing.
Yeah.
Because you can just bypass it. So what do you do in that situation? I don't care if it's in your T's and C's. I've literally not seen it.
Yeah.
So yeah. And if I did, I wouldn't have read it. That is also true.
Yeah.
Because
No
who
one
does? Who the fuck
Anyone who
does?
actually said it, you're just lying.
I did tell the guy early on that I didn't want to be in photos. Oh, so even if it was in T's and C's, if someone says no,
If someone says no,
you bloody respect that, right? But a couple of weeks later, he did it again without asking, and so I left. You need to go in with like one of those gloriously inappropriate outfits that he can't show. You know how people like throw their middle fingers up when they're like being interviewed or filmed by paparazzi? You need to wear like just something really big so he can't put you in the video. When I was asked why I left, obviously he had the balls to ask that of you. Oh, I was very calm about it, but I explained that I really didn't like it and I would just leave when it was happening as I don't want to upset anyone and my problems are mine alone. No, babe, you're a paying member at this gym. That is your space and you deserve to take it up.
And the thing is as well, I'm sure there's enough people in there that would happily get their photos thing. If he keeps taking photos of you when you said you don't want it, like even if that was part of the terms and conditions that said you might be filmed in here, I'm sure there's enough people in the gym that he could actually find other people to photograph.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how empty is this gym?
Yeah.
You're actually needing this person's footage.
Yeah.
How much footage are you taking? You only need a couple of people.
You may think nefarious reasons, isn't it, probably?
But it's happened again this morning, says OP. The guy said he forgot, but I saw the coach mentioning to him not to include me. He did it anyway.
Yes, he's just being a douche.
So I left again and he followed me out to apologise. Of course, that's going to make you feel shit as well, isn't it? Ugh. Isn't it bad etiquette to film or photograph people when they're exercising generally? Most of us are pretty old, but I still find it creepy regardless of my issues. Am I completely missing the point? Am I wish to be private and discreet while I'm there? Is it silly or dramatic or unrealistic or anything like that? I honestly can't fathom it because no one else seems to be bothered. So am I the drama?
No.
I don't think there's drama at all.
As someone who goes to the gym, I go multiple times a week. Multiple times a yeah.
You said multiple times a day.
Yeah, I'm there now. I'm in like a big gym. And like it's normally policy that you just like don't film people without consent there. My biggest thing about people say like, can I come say hi to you if they recognise me? I'm always like, yeah, but not in the gym. I look red, I'm sweaty, I want to smell. Like, I don't want to be filmed when I'm in the gym. That's the last place I want to be filmed. And most gyms will say that, don't film people.
Yeah, it's definitely become a much bigger conversation, especially in light of like gymfluencers or like what do they call them? Fitfluencers.
Roid heads!
Who are like, you know, they make that content of themselves. But this is my point. It's that level of arrogance. I'm like, sometimes you need to learn a bit of shame because like this is not your space to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, hire it separately or go at a time where there aren't other people that you're inconveniencing. Recognise this is a shared space.
Especially when you're in like the locker room where people are getting dressed. The amount of people I've seen like on the main character, I do a lot of main character stuff on Reddit. Like the amount of videos I've seen of like people literally filming like naked people behind them.
And then still only complain about trans people.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. I think the problem is, even if it is terms and conditions, and like it says, because it might be, if it's like a private gym, they can set their own rules, unlike what I go to and what my friends and stuff do, is it's like, they might have no terms, we will be filming you. But if the gym is always full of people, and you've said to the person, I know it's in the terms, whatever, even if I've missed it, please can I just don't want to be it. The fact that the person is still doing it and forgot, no, I'm sorry, they didn't forget. They absolutely did not forget.
Especially because you're saying that you know another worker there was just like, no, don't film this person.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they're reinforcing and you're choosing not to do that.
Yeah.
You've not forgotten. You're just a total tit. My other thing about that is you as a business can set your private rules. You can say, I eat people. I'm happy for you, babe. I'm not happy for you. That's a weird thing to say.
Munch,
But
munch,
like,
crunch, crunch.
Munch, munch, crunch, crunch. But if it's illegal, I don't care what your private terms and conditions are. You still need to respect the law. And the law has respect to privacy. If someone is saying, I do not consent to being in your marketing, who the hell are you to go beyond that?
Yeah.
It's a legal requirement to respect people's privacy. So it's just so confusing to me. The same thing in gyms is just such a conversation about trans people as well. You know, like, we don't accept that here. I'm like, that's discrimination. I don't give a shit about what your terms and conditions say. If someone says this isn't okay, it's not okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting because you talk about it from like an aesthetic point of view. Jamie and I used to go to gym all the time, but now we just do stuff at home. That sounds...
Copious amounts of sex.
Right, that is the best way to
Lots
burn
of fat
calories.
burner.
But when we were in the gym, we also had a rule of no phones, and it was such a sacred space moment because it's so good for mental health to be exercising and to not think about it. It was actually the only time, apart from when I was doing things like music, where I just didn't have to think about work. Thoughts of like bills and stuff didn't go into my head. It's such a sacred space for that reason. So it's not just because of looks.
So funny, outside of like filming stuff though, because I also, the one place I use the phone the least amount of time is in the gym also. Gym etiquette has gone really down the drain as well. I've been going to the gym for over 10 years now. I've seen it from like back in like 2015 when like, yeah, people were on the phones a bit. No way near the amount they are now. People just sit there between sets being like this.
Yeah. Do you know what? I remember now why we don't go to the gym, because I'm talking to you about this and I was like, yeah, I love that as that safe space. Why don't we do that anymore? It's because of COVID. And we were talking about that in the video we did together on your channel. It's definitely had a long lasting effect. I actually find gyms really scary now, just in terms of like a not hygienic place. Isn't that weird?
And you are also correct, because they are disgusting. Because back when they don't wipe down machines after they've been on, it's all sweaty, disgusting. Oh,
and I know it for myself on my like home bike. Whenever I do that, I can see my sweaty bum crack. Like, you got to wipe that shit down, and no one does. And the amount of people that do not wash their hands after the toilet. This is in all physical spaces though. Just you. Anyway, for this, no, I don't think you're the drama.
No,
at all.
not at all.
I'm questioning, is this illegal? It is, isn't it?
I don't know where the law comes into it, because if it is actually in the terms and services and you have signed it, I don't know where the line is between uninformed consent.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't know.
It shouldn't be a thing anymore. I would actually
obviously
be really
locker
pleased.
rooms, yes, it will be, because that is in toilets. Obviously there is a law toilet, but the actual gym, I don't
privacy.
know. Yeah.
I would really appreciate it if phones were banned just generally in gyms. I think that would be really important. And with respect to gymfluencers, do that elsewhere. And with these people, I get it. You need to do your marketing. We had another post that was sort of similar, where someone was like a caterer and they wanted like to take photos of their food spreads that they'd done out. You know, these like grazing tables that have become like really trendy, but it had photos of them like in the hospital having just given birth and stuff. And they were like, I don't want my personal details on your marketing page. Could you not do that? And she's like, well, it's my business. But I'm like, then you know what? If it's your business, same with this guy and the gym owner, it is your job to pay for your own marketing expenses. You don't ask your audiences, your customers who are paying for a service to do your marketing. Hire old people who are happy to do that for a specific marketing shoot.
It's making me think of, this is a little bit old drama now, but Mr. Beast, when he made that Feastables bar, and he literally tweeted out, he was like, go into your local Walmart and Target and clean up the Mr. Beast section so people are more likely to buy it. And he was getting his like followers to go into Walmart and like clean up his chocolate aisle to make it more appealing. Like, what? Wear a t-shirt that advertises the competitor. That's actually quite a good idea.
Yes.
Better than yours being rude, bitch.
You're so right.
Just going in and it's like Mirabelle's.
No, I'd go to that gym.
Yeah, you would, yeah.
Not the drama. I would be furious if someone was taking photos of me. You handled it kindly and with patience, and the owner is a dick with no respect for his clients. Your clients are not your actors.
Not their drama, regardless of whether it is in the T's and C's, permits it. You did not want to be photographed. Your wishes should be respected out of basic courtesy.
Absolutely.
Check the T and C's to find out whether he's entitled to do it. If no, then it's simple. Ask him to stop. If not, ask him anyway, and if he refuses, or if you have no faith in him keeping his word, I'd simply move to another gym. Yeah.
It sucks.
It's annoying because the type of gym is an inclusive one for her.
And like, if there's only one like that's in the area, why should it be up to you to have to go and find something else or travel so far to inconvenience yourself just because someone doesn't understand boundaries?
The only thing I can say about this is two things. If you can afford it, get a PT and get a PT to take you to a normal gym, and that might give me for comfort, or get a friend to go with you.
Yeah.
Because I bet you, I was really nervous when I first started going to a gym, but you do get used to it. You do get used to being. You also, because like when you go to local gyms, everyone around you, you start to recognise. Half the people that go to gym now, I know everyone basically in the gym. I don't talk to them, but I know them. And so,
I love this advice. This is so true, because obviously in an idealistic world, he'd stop being a dick. But the reality is, if he's the owner and you're not comfortable with it, the advice is more important than the badge, and that is a really good idea. If you feel like you want to explore other gyms, that is a really handy way. I could only do gyms ever because I was going with Stefan and Jamie. I got so nervous, so I asked them to come with me. Also, finding the right gym is so important for you. Like, I hated the ones that like so brightly lit. I love pump gyms. They're really good.
Okay.
There was this one back where we used to live that was like a massive warehouse, and it only had neon lighting, which was really nice.
A rave.
It was very like Y2K, but what I loved about it was it was very private. Like there was like small spotlights on the areas that were like run, build, blah blah blah. But it wasn't like, I always find gyms so bright and like overexposed. It was the total opposite vibe. Yeah, felt very cozy.
Yeah, maybe a little nice party gym. That'd be fun. Just playing nothing but donk music.
Just having like drag queens walking around, stare into the camera and vigorously scratch Shut your
Oh
balls.
dear.
Leave a review on Google and Yelp so that other people are aware of this invasion of privacy. This
and
is
then they'll
such a
freak
good
out.
idea. Yeah, it's annoying, but like when morals don't work with business people who are led by coin, vote with your coin. Do exactly that.
Yeah.
Harm the commercial aspect.
Yeah.
God, what's this world come to?
Death and decay. No drama here. If you join a group class, it's totally normal for that stuff to get posted on social medias. As you said, your problems are your own. Go train at gym instead of a group classes if you don't want to be. This sounds like a gym bro. This sounds like
totally
obviously sounds
disagree
like
with
someone
this.
who's like, oh, I take photos of my own in the gym. This feels very, I do this kind of stuff, so deal with it, bitch.
Massively disagree with that.
Yeah. That's the owner.
Also, that stupid little smiley face
Yeah.
right there. How patronising does that feel?
This sounds like the kind of person that does it. That's why they're trying to justify their own actions. They're like, no, don't call me. I'm amazing.
But that's really pissed me off.
Yeah.
You're not smiling. Don't use a smiley face when you don't mean it.
No.
Meanie.
Dead.
Dead. Edit from the OP who says, thank you very much everyone who read this and replied. Much appreciated, very useful. I'm not going back to that place. I've cancelled my monthly payment. It's a shame because I really enjoyed it and I've been making process, but the drama and the triggers and the having the same conversation twice are things that I don't take part in anymore. I'm so sorry that you're having to, but I'm very happy for you for enforcing that boundary.
Yeah.
Finding somewhere with a more robust privacy policy shouldn't be too difficult. Update. Turns out that photography and video is expressly forbidden in the T's and
See,
C's.
there we go.
So he's
there
even
we
doing
go.
things
So the
against
last
his
person,
own policy.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dickhead. Oh. All right, this final submission today is from a fellow Peach. Rolly, don't hold back.
Okay.
Do your thing.
Die!
But I will say for other Peaches who don't know that this exists, r/1800drama is our very own subreddit. It's poppin'. If you would like to post your own drama submission, please do feel free to do that. And if you are a Peach wanting to help other people out, go and do that too, because we can't cover everything here on the podcast. All right, what's a drama?
Would I be the drama if I quit baking for my co-workers' birthdays?
This sounds so
Ooh.
twee. I mean, is your job baking? Because if so, maybe. But apart from that, I cannot see a world in which you would be dramatic for that.
Do you know, just, we said this a little while ago, do you know when the people that are misogynist who are like, oh, go in the kitchen and make me a sandwich? I'm like, go in the kitchen and make me a nice gourmet meal. I want more than just sandwich. Jesus
Go in
Christ.
the kitchen and make me a carrot cake.
Make it worthwhile. Get
With cream cheese frosting. Hello, this is a petty problem, but I don't feel like I can bring it up in real life, so here I am. I appreciate that. This feels different so far, but watch this space to the sushi invention. I am
triggered.
a 24-year-old woman. I started a PhD program last year. Work. The program is great, my cohort's nice, and people are very ... celebratory. Many students are international and they don't have family support networks nearby, so the office culture has kind of overcompensated by celebrating everything. Birthdays, publications, religious holidays, etc. When I first joined, I baked for a potluck. People loved it, and soon I was volunteered to bake treats for birthdays and celebrations. Hang on a second. So it's just you.
Yeah.
That's a problem to me. Additionally, for birthdays, everybody contributes $10 to $15 for a card, but no one carries cash, and I do. So I end up withdrawing extra cash in advance, fronting people for the money, and then waiting to get reimbursed. Babe,
Sake.
why are you doing this to yourself?
Why?
Why are you doing this to yourself? I think I know where this badge is going. Stern Shaaba, Mama Shaaba might be coming out.
Oh dear. Beat.
Triggered. And maybe it's just my southern upbringing, but showing up to a celebration empty-handed feels wrong. It's not terrible, but it has affected my budget. See, this is not okay. You go to work to make money. Everyone has different dietary restrictions, so I make a point to bake something the celebrant would enjoy and that most people can eat, which often means buying special ingredients. And in multiple birthdays and holidays clustered together, November to May, often brutal. Plus all of the publications, conference awards, oh my god. And my fun money mostly goes
I'm
towards
exhausted
other
just hearing
people's
it.
celebrations. How many eggs are you going through, babe?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, also, like, baking is spenny.
Yeah.
This is expensive. Like, if I was to make a cake for someone's celebration at work, I'd be saying, like, okay, if you want this, all of you guys pitch into the cost.
Yeah, of
so it becomes
course.
like $2 each, you know?
I'll just go down to Sainsbury's. Here's a caterpillar cake. What are they called? What was it? Colin. There you
Colin
go.
from
Happy
M&S.
birthday. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy whatever you're doing.
He's great. He's very tasty. I don't resent putting in effort for friends, and I didn't expect perfect reciprocation, but I did assume it would be valued. Of course, if you're doing this much friggin' effort.
Yeah.
Then came my birthday. I didn't expect a homemade cake, or even a cake at all, but they brought out a grocery store sheet cake and gave me a completely blank card, not even signed. Did they forget? That just feels rude.
Imagine just getting a blank card. You're fired.
Everybody hates you.
Everybody hates you. Bye, Kathy. I don't know what
We
she's
only
called.
speak to you because you bake good.
Yeah, without your banana cake, die. Jesus Christ.
Jesus, I wouldn't smile. I'd be so rude. And do you know what else? If I was anyone in that office, I'd be like, this bitch bakes her socks off for us all f***ing year. We're getting her a good cake. cake. I'm so
Well, I
sad
don't
for
even
this
know what
person.
sheet cake is. What is that?
From my understanding, the standard large cakes, you know, that tray bakes are made out of, but without cutting it like that, just with like normally like a cream cheese, like not a cream cheese, but just normally like a cream frosting.
Okay. It's just an iced bun.
Ice buns are nicer in my opinion.
They're disgusting. I don't understand why we, as a cute culture, just a bread roll and put icing sugar on top and be like, we're done with that, girls.
No, but when they've got like raisins on it and then you cut them in half and you put jam inside. Am I thinking of something different?
I think it's something different.
Oh, I was thinking of a hot cross bun.
Oh, you stupid cat. Hot cross bun.
I love
Yeah,
hot cross
bitch.
bun.
Yeah.
Oh no, I hate an ice bun. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. They're weird. Except for the ones from M&S, which Jamie gets because they've
Ooh,
got
how
jam
posh.
inside. It's like a donut.
So it's
with
not
icing.
an ice bun then? It's a completely different thing. It's like saying, I don't know, I've made a curry, but
I
it's made with...
invented it.
It's a pizza. No, it's just a pizza, isn't it? You invented it! Oh my god, yeah!
Toss toss.
Oh god, and what's that called? The shubient booby cake.
Exactly. Okay.
She's like, can you hurry up, please? I want to know if I'm an arsehole!
No, I'm so sorry. I smiled and I said thank you and I moved on. But inside, I felt dumb.
I wouldn't have smiled and said thank you. I'd have
babe.
been like, what the f*** is this?
I wouldn't have. This is
No.
a difference of people.
Yeah.
However, I totally feel you on the feeling dumb. I don't think you're dumb though. I think maybe if you like psychoanalyze that a little bit more, maybe you're feeling like hard done by. Maybe you're feeling taken
Yeah.
advantage of.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're stupid. It means that you're sweet and innocent and a good little egg and other people are absolutely taking you for granted. Actually, taking advantage of you. I know I'm sensitive about finances because of my upbringing. Feel you, babe. Maybe I'm overthinking, but I don't want to keep putting in time and money if it's not appreciated. Would it be wrong to start saying, sorry, too busy, or not in the budget this month? Would that damage my relationships the next 4 to 5 years, or do I need to get over being disappointed?
You just need to be like, sorry, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
I'm
Sorry.
with you. Even these, like, sorry, too busy, or not in the budget this month.
You're thinking too much. You're giving them too much power and
They
credit.
don't
Yeah.
deserve a justification.
Yeah.
If it's not reciprocated, you don't want to do it. You just don't want to do it, babe.
Unless the only way that I can see this is like, is if you actually genuinely really love baking and it brings you so much joy and that's what you love to do in your spare time.
Yeah.
It's clearly not, and this is just like part of like it's becoming a stress. You might have done it to begin with because you thought it was like nice or
Sweet,
fun.
yeah, but they're definitely it's escalated into something that's really just you being taken
They're
advantage
taking
of.
advantage of. They're like, oh, we know little Kathy down there. She loves to make a carrot cake. Oh, yeah, let's make it all for me. Go. Why don't we celebrate me walking in the office? Oh my god, he made it into work today. Celebration. Where's the cake, bitch? Like it feels like it's gone to the stage now. Where it's just like literally any excuse they're taking now just to be like, oh,
Yeah.
did you know that my sister just graduated? We need a celebratory cake for the office. Like.
I do think it's cute. Like I see it, like the every celebrations, and I see that also having been in a PhD office, especially because it's so international. Like everyone comes from everywhere. There's always different things to celebrate. Someone celebrating Hanukkah, which is not necessarily like a British culture that we're used to always celebrating, but isn't that beautiful? And then like I learned about Diwali and Cinco de Mayo. There's so much cool things. That's amazing, but you don't need to be the one that's got the onus. You enjoy to celebrate alongside,
I
not
worked
just host.
in Morrison's for a long time, and especially when we was in London, obviously it was very diverse. It was loads of different. There was like every ethnicity,
Eid
every religion.
Mubarak and-
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. But what we were doing are like, I mean, I guess because it's retail, it's a bit different. But like, whoever's birthday or celebration it was, that person would bring something in to share with everyone. That's
Yeah.
like, this is part of what I like to do, or
If
my
you wanna do
culture,
it.
or my holiday.
Yeah.
So like, we had a lot of African people that sometimes would bring like African food in, like traditional food that they would have,
That's
and
so
share it
cool.
with people like in the canteen and stuff. That's what I would think is appropriate. If we're celebrating everything, it shouldn't be for one person to do that for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know technically it's weird to be like, it's my birthday, it's my celebration, I'll bring something. But to me, that's what you do in that environment, to be like,
Because it's a work thing and there is money involved. And you're right, like that sounds like such a cute sense of community.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are people you want, but like you still have lives.
Yeah.
You're there for a wage. You're here to study. This is like extra things that shouldn't be costing you to the point where you're like, oh, not sure if I have it in the budget. Like that's not your stress, babe.
Yeah.
Don't take that on. And clearly they're fine with a little sheet cake.
Yeah.
That's what they did for you.
yeah, you are not the drama.
I'm actually going to disagree, and that's fine. We can have different badges. I'm going to do everybody sucks here, but where you are the smallest drama out of it, because this is Mama Shaaba coming out. You need to set boundaries. It sucks that other people are doing this, and I don't like the fact that you're being taken advantage of, but the fact that it's gotten this far is because you were saying it's not explicitly requested, but it feels rude to stop doing it for everyone else. Mm-hmm. And yes, I hear you on Southern upbringing. I always have like this Asian host. Rolly's always telling me off like, bitch, I don't need to eat anymore. It's okay. Stop offering me food. I get it, but it's still on you that this is happening. Don't.
How old is she? Do we know? Oh, 24.
24.
Oh.
And no, that's fine. I hear you, and I do think the audience is primarily going to agree with you, and I do too. But I just you need to take a little bit of accountability for not setting those boundaries, and I say it with love because I want you to be able to set those boundaries in the future, not just in this situation.
No, do you know,
but in every
my
situation.
view is slightly shifted now that I realise she's 24. I thought, like, if this was like an entry level when she was 17 or 18 or something, I would be a bit like, I'd understand a little more. I do agree that, like, you are not a child. Like, you are old enough to be like, no.
Yeah, you're not an arsehole for it, clearly. But I do think it's a tough love moment to hear that only you are able to stop this. And you could have stopped it a long time ago, and you have that power. You know?
I got the power!
Oh!
If someone was to give me an unsigned card in that, I would literally be like, what the f*** is this?
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, did you forget?
Yeah. What, an unsigned card?
That is rude.
When I left Morrison's, when I moved to London, 2 people had started like a card but didn't realise, and they both sets of people like signed them, not realising it was the same. And I got 2 sets of like leave cards and 2 sets of vouchers, and I was like,
Did they like stick it together to make one butterfly card?
No, I just got given 2 cards, so they were a bit confused towards the end, and they would like be confused who was doing what, and so I got 2 sets of goodbye things.
Hey, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
To get 2 sets of things. Yeah.
And
Lovely.
Morrison's like going under.
Because of you.
Yeah, because of me.
Specifically because of Rolly's double gift.
But thank you for this £20 voucher.
But I wish you well, babe. And I'm very excited for your PhD journey. And what I would do is be like, my baking is special. It's a good cake once a year.
Or put laxatives in it, and then they'll never want it again.
Yes, do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Poopy goopy.
Do we have any responses from the Peaches?
Absolutely not the drama. You can just be honest and say it's impacting your budget. If it matters that much to them, someone else can put the effort in to cover it.
True. I did this once. I baked under duress, should I say.
Oh.
My office had, do you know Bake Off, Great British Bake Off? There was this thing called the sweep bake in the office where people would be randomly allocated someone.
Like a secret
contestant.
Santa, but a secret bake.
Like a contestant from the beginning.
Okay.
And if they went out that week, you had to make their technical bake. And if you got the contestant that eventually won, you won all the £2 monies that went in, but would need to make the final cake.
Okay.
And I got churro week. Oh, it was so bad because churros are really hard to make, and you got to fry them as well. There's a lot of oil involved.
Churros?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not just like baking, it's like deep fry baking, which felt very different. Yeah, that was hard. And I did it not because I wanted to, but because I was new to the office and I felt like I kind of had to. But once a year, babe. That was
But I
just
think if
once.
everyone else did it and
Yeah,
you
then
didn't,
it's
didn't, they'd be
joint,
like,
isn't it?
why didn't Shaaba do it? It feels a bit
Right?
like,
Like,
fine.
oh, she's a party pooper in the office.
She's not being invited to the, I don't know, the roast.
TLDR, not the drama. As many have already said, it's fine to say no more if that's what you want. It's well within your right to stop doing something you've done out of goodwill so far simply because circumstances have changed or because you don't want to. That's fine too. And like so many have already mentioned, you don't even need to explain yourself. Yes, that was your point.
Nice.
OP, honey, you're not obligated to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. I love that phrase.
Unless it's me.
I would simply return the same lack of investment and energy that they are showing you. Exactly that. And it's not like an eye for an eye. It's just if you don't want to, you don't want to, and that's fine.
Yeah. So in other words, an eye for an eye. They don't put the effort in, you don't put the effort in.
But like, you don't have to not put the effort in just because someone else is not putting the effort in. If you want to, is what I'm saying. If you want to do a cake, do it. But if you just don't want to anymore, it's fine to want things to be transactional.
Or what you should do is make a small one just for yourself and take that in and just eat it yourself on
In
your desk
front
or
of
something.
them.
And be
Like
I
all-
love my bourgeois cake.
What's the Matilda guy who has to eat the cake by
Bruce
himself?
Bogtrotter.
Yeah, pull a Bruce.
No, but he gets forced to do it, not because he wants to.
No, but then she's like, "You've got it, Bruce," and he's like, "Yeah," and it becomes this empowering thing. Okay, maybe my.
I think she's misremembering what that scene actually meant.
Oh, thank you, Rolly, for coming on today.
Thanks
It's
for
been
having
fun.
me. It's been great, and we should not leave it 8-9 months to do another one.
For sure. Just a reminder to absolutely subscribe. Check out Rolly's video, particularly the one that he did with me, because obviously that's the most amazing one. And do all the Rolly exploration things.
Exploration. Oh, explore the body.
Explore Rolly. Something that he's doing so far that I'm really thoroughly enjoying are your streams.
My stream. Oh, what, on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I was like, what, my streams?
The secret camera that I set up in your bedroom.
No, say, yeah, I wasn't for Cam 4 or something.
No, Rolly also streams, and you should also check that out too.
I scream a lot.
You do.
I scream a lot. I scream like a little old...
You are actually way more jumpy than I thought you'd be.
Oh, I'm pathetic.
You look well-ard.
Well,
farce. It's a farce.
In my old house with Callum, there was coffee stains on the ceiling because he would just walk into the room sometimes and make me jump, and I just threw coffee all over the ceiling and it never disappeared.
I didn't know that. That's hilarious and ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I love that about you.
And I'm glad that people who own that place had to clean it up.
Well, there you go. They were definitely the drama.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will catch you another time with another video. But you can also check us out now, right now, Go. It's in
We're
the
going to go eat
description
some
box.
burritos.
Yeah. Ooh, excited. Be kind.
And much love.
Have a great day. Bye.